Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Ahmad Zakri Benjamin Samsudin and I am from UiTM Perak, Seri Iskandar branch. I was instructed by my lecturer whom we call TEECH. He taught us ALC 551 and he instructed us to tell all of you about people who are close to us. So today I would love to share to all of you about my role model. He is someone that is very close to me. Throughout our life we have met a lot of people, either face to face or through social media, books and others. Some of them gave impacts in our life that we decided to follow their footsteps. They made you adore them that to the point where you wanted to imitate what they are doing. They have become our role model. Role model is the great person that inspires us to become a better person. Everyone has a different meaning of greatness. It is very subjective for everyone, as someone may say that the term of greatness is their ability to show off their skills, either showing off their leadership skills, or they are great for having a wonderful personality, and many more. Just ask anyone about what their meaning of greatness, and I can guarantee that everyone will point out a different meaning of greatness. And what about if you ask them about who are their role model? They will surely pointed out the names whom they adore that have that term of greatness in them. The role model will become the source of inspiration of us to become the better version of us. The role model will become the source of inspiration for us growing up to be the better version of us. Some will say that their role model may be an artist or politicians or someone that is renowned. However, for me, my role model is my father. He may not be someone renowned or someone that is known by a lot of people, but he is the only person that fits my term of greatness, whom I really adore, and making him my role model. No one can top him in my term of greatness, and due to that, he is surely my role model. There are countless of reasons why I adore my father very much, as I am making him my role model. There are countless of reasons why I adore my father very much that I made him as my role model. There are so many criteria to pick from, and first and foremost, I chose him as my role model because he is very supportive toward his children. My father always supports me in everything I do, and he always supports in my ambitions and my goals. To be honest, I am the kind of person that always afraid of any consequences of my decisions. I am quite pessimistic, as I always wonder and questions everything about any actions and decisions that I have taken. Some questions that always come into my mind after making some decisions are like, did I make the right decision? What will it be after this? Can I make my parents happy? Will people accept my decisions? And many more other questions came into my mind. I usually lose my confidence after every big decisions that I made, to some point where I am too afraid of the consequences of my decisions. I decided to not take upon that decisions. So I didn't do it, and it was quite regretful at that time, as that decisions can really help me to gain something that I really want at that time. However, my dad always there to soothe me and calm me for every regretful decisions that I made. My father was always there to help me gain back my confidence, as he is very supportive and he supported me not only at that time but every time I become regret with my decisions. Every time I made wrong or regretful decisions, he will try to lift me up back to ensure that I gain myself back, gain my confidence back. He was always there when the teammate Zachary started to question about everything, such as that, can I really do this? That I can't do this. I don't really think that this is for me. That I am scared. Those questions came even before I take my decisions. Silly me. In addition, my father, he is not the kind of parents that restrict their kids to grow up to be whoever they want. He gave me freedom to decide what I want to be and what I want to do with my future. He only guides me if I need guidance. He always supports in any decisions that I make. As I have said earlier, he always supported me in every decision that I took. This is because my father wanted me to be a man that can stand with his own 2 feet and the one that will not ever depends on others. He wanted me to learn through experience and through exploring this world.
Some might say if he did that, giving me too much freedom is actually him neglecting his responsibility as a father. That is completely wrong, as the freedom that he gave me does not mean that he neglected his responsibility as a father, because he still guides me to be the best of me without forcing his dream onto me like some parents out there. Truth be told, throughout my 2 decades of living, I have seen a lot of my friends being forced by their parents to be exactly like what their parents wanted to, even when it is really stressful for them. Seeing them, I am glad to have such a supportive and wonderful father.
Being a teenager, I always complain and whine how hard my life was and etc. My father always listened to all of them. Sometimes when I do some troubles or cause some problems, my father did not get mad at me. Instead, he always gave me some advices to overcome and solve them. He is the most calm and optimistic person ever. He was always there to help me every time I get in trouble and every time I'm at my low. He always tries to lift me up back. There was one time when I was transferred. It's not transferred. I was literally expelled from my foundation studies in Tengkil Science Foundation. And being expelled is somehow caused me to be in despair. And I was quite depressed at that time. Being able to continue my study in the Foundation of Science is a part of my dream, as I used to dream on becoming a pharmacist. However, I am not lucky enough to continue my dreams, as I was expelled from the foundation studies because I couldn't excel in one of the subjects. I was expelled not, as I said earlier, I was expelled not because of disciplinary actions, but because I was stupid in one in one subject, which is biology, and I am really devastated at that time. I had taken that subject like twice. The first is the final exam, and the second time was to literally to redo my final to get a better mark, so I won't get expelled. But I still failed that subject, so I failed twice. I failed twice. How stupid I am! And for a week after being expelled, I locked myself alone in my room, and I do not really eat as I lost my appetite because being so sad and depressed of not being able to pursue my dreams. Yet my father tries to help me. One day he came to my room and he talked to me. He said that, "Son, I know you're sad about being expelled and cannot pursue your dreams as a pharmacist, but I don't like to see you like this, being depressed and lock yourself in your room crying." Yeah, I cried. Crying. When I see you being sad like this, me and your mom are really heartbroken to see you in this state. His words made me realize that the world doesn't revolve around me only. As if I get sad, my parents also get sad because of me. And because of that, because of his word, I am determined to devote myself to make my parents to be happy.
Soon after that depressing time, I received a letter of transfer to UiTM Seri Iskandar to study estate management for 3 years, which was completely not related to my ambition. However, that time I don't even care about it anymore, as I have a new ambition, and that is to make my parents happy. I set up my mind to become better. It was engraved into my mind and soul, and throughout those 3 years, even though my ambition was actually to make my parents happy, but at the same time I felt happy to being able to meet my wonderful friends and having such a new and wonderful experience. And my father always supported me emotionally and financially, and Alhamdulillah, I managed to obtain the Vice Chancellor Award, and that makes my father and mother happy. Move on to the last reason. My father is a role model because he is strong physically and also internally. My father used to be a rubber taper, but now he works on palm oil. During the times when he was a rubber taper, there are a few moments where people seems to be looking down at him. However, my dad did not really care, as he is doing something that he loves, something that he likes. He once told me that he loved the village environment. It is serene, calm, and he was able to sweat out by doing rubber taping or doing some village works. I am glad to hear that from him. However, as a son, I am still furious, as I said earlier, people are looking down at him. He is really tough. When I was 12, it was Eid back then, Hari Raya. My uncle just bought a new video recorder or camera recorder, and he recorded almost everything in my village. He recorded literally everything, the ambience in our village, the surroundings, and others. He even recorded my dad rubber taping. One day, it was when my uncle, it was during Eid, and my uncle, my parents, and everyone is at my grandmother's home. He showed what he has recorded to us on television. We literally enjoyed watching his recording. However, by the part where my dad was rubber taping, he suddenly shouted my name. However, by the part where my father was rubber taping, he suddenly shouted my name. Zach, look at your father. Shame on you. Pity on him that he is working hard, rubber taping, and you just playing around. And so, I am really furious at that comment because, I was 12 at that time, and my cousins was there, and yeah, of course, as a 12 years old child, of course, I'll go playing with my cousin when they are with me, and it's not that I don't want to help my father, but if I help my father, I will be just troublesome, just a nuisance, as he will spend more time in correcting me instead of finish early rubber taping so he can do any other things. Yeah, I am really furious at his comment, and comes to me that, to my uncle, if you have time to record my father, you should be helping him instead of just recording. I said what I said, okay. But it's been a long time ago. It has been a long time ago, so I don't really care anymore. And now I'm old enough to be helping my father correctly. And one more thing, in addition, there is also a moment at my university. It was the first day during my third semester, if I'm not mistaken. It was the first day, so we need to do an introduction. So the lecturer asked us to introduce ourselves. As I was introducing myself, I told her that my parents' occupation is, my father was working as a rubber taper and my mom was a teacher. She was kind of shocked, like, I'm used to people being shocked, but her comment, I'm quite mad with her comment, as she said that, how come that your parents were married, like he is a rubber taper and your mom is a teacher? And I'm quite shocked hearing her comment that, like, what? How come a lecturer, someone that, someone that being highly praised by everyone, could make such a comment and asking that kind of dumb question? It's just...
And yes, he may not have a fancy job that makes thousands every month or daily, but never once he did not give his best to make sure that his family has food to eat and his children get the best education there is. Although he is now a farmer, In the past, he had done so many things and went on so many adventures. He used to be a navy, a contractor, a businessman, and many more. He did a lot when he was a younger. Not even I can do that. He is a tough person, and I love it when he told me all the adventures he went through in the past, as it was really exciting.
So having a role model is a great thing actually, as you have someone for you to imitate, to be the best version of yourself. And for those who are still clueless and who may not know who are your role model, or who still does not have their own role model till now, I may have some advice to give to you. I personally recommend you to lower your expectation in that term of your greatness, as no one is really perfect in this world. And I also suggest that you try to find someone that are close to you, for it is easier for you to imitate their good traits. As for me, I choose my father, as he is very calm and supportive, kind-hearted, intelligent, and also strong, and also many other good traits in him that I wanted to imitate and became like him one day, or maybe even better than him. For you guys that still does not have any role model, you can choose anyone. As I have said earlier, it can be celebrities, politicians, or intelligent people out there, and it is not necessarily need to be your father, as I know some people out there have their own father issues. So you just need to pick anyone that you can follow or imitates their good traits or their good behavior that they have, and try to become the best version of yourself. And to conclude, there are a lot more talk about my father, from his good traits, his story, his past, and etc. But I think that is all for now. To end my presentation, people might not think that my father have the best father figure ever, but he is to me. I adore him so much, and I respected him, and I admire him very, very much, as he is my role model for life. I love you, Dad.
Alright. Ha? Apa maksud link ah?
Main dalam tak berkeluar ni.
Apa benda ah?
Ha?
Apa benda?
Binatang apa lah.
Wih.
Sini ni, nampak tak?
Ya. Apa tu?
Orang. Nampak. Oh, ni ada lah. Memang tak ada bateri lah. Tak ada bateri. Ada bergerak-gerak dalam.
He is the most calm and optimistic person ever.